By the way, we have another special guest with us, all the way from Washington State. Now, you know I used to be in Washington, D.C. He's in Washington State. These are two opposite sides of the United States, and we're kind of like at two opposite sides originally. I'm coming from one background, he's coming from another background. Maybe you don't know what I'm talking about? You thought it was something about religion? Nah. I'm from Texas, and he's from Alabama. That's as far away as you can get. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, he learned it. All right. There's hope for this guy. MashaAllah, we're glad to have you with us. This is Micah. And Micah, to the Christian background, you folks know him very well. He's been on international tours and mega churches and the big TV scene with all the great guys, right?
Yeah, they're really good ones.
Yes. And he's joined us to help us get a message across to Muslims and to Christians about how we can work together for a better future for all of us here in America.
I remember that when I would watch the video, I had come home from the hospital and I just had my last dose of chemotherapy. I didn't know what to do with anything. I watched all the videos. I might be jumping ahead, but the thing is, I didn't know what to do. All I did was get prostrate on the floor, and I said, God, I do not know what to say, but teach me and guide me to whatever that I need to do.
The key word for me, when I did the same thing 25 years ago, when I put my head on the ground, the key word was, guide me, guide me. And that changed everything in my life. I didn't have any idea the magnitude of what you say when you say Edina. When you say that with sincerity, you do not understand that this is more than just a key. This is something that's going to blow the hinges off the doors and, as we say in Texas, Katie, bar the door. Oh, exactly. Because it's coming. It's big time. And that's what happened to me, and that's what's happened to our brother Micah here.
I got here on Tuesday, and one of the things that I really liked about this, I was never pushed. And I asked him when we were riding in the car, when are you going to allow me to do Shahada? Well, when do you want to? I want to do it right now. And when I spoke to my son, he said, Dad, I want to do Shahada. I said, well, when do you want to do it? He said, I do not want to leave the airport until I do it. So when he gets here, that's what he wants to do. My son's traveled with me all over the world. He's seen things. He's watched things. And, I told him already on the Facebook and everything, we're getting things, people writing and everything like this. But I want to tell you something. One of the things that I know, coming from a Christian world, I never realized what true forgiveness from God was. Until now. I never understood it until now.
Allahu Akbar. Now, Sheikh, you're sitting here hearing this for the first time.
His words affected my heart, really. Wallahi, subhanallah, brothers and sisters, I don't want to talk while the Sheikh is here, but to be honest with you, we are praying every day and night, saying, Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim. Ihdina. Oh Allah, guide us to the straight path. 17 times a day in our Farida. Subhanallah, we have to learn, like what the Sheikh said and the brother said, Jazallah khair, we have to learn the mercy of Muhammad, the kindness of Muhammad, the love of Muhammad, the humbleness of Muhammad. This is the way, and we have to teach it to our kids. This is the way, Sheikh. Then we'll be guided. Then we'll be guided, Sheikh. Jazakallah khair.
And I feel that we should also, for our viewers at home, explain something. We have a lot of Muslims who watch us. And we have a lot of non-Muslims who watch us as well. Please understand something. I'm going to repeat what I said in the earlier segment because I'm not sure everybody heard it. So we'll repeat. If you heard this part before, this is a good chance to run to, whatever you got to take care of right now and then come back. But the word Islam does not translate into English language. Many Muslims will say Islam means peace. And I won't deny that it infers that there is something in Islam that will bring peace. but that is not the meaning of the word itself. We never say, Islam alaikum. We would never say that because it doesn't make any sense. We would say to you, salam, which is from the same root. We would say, ma salama, which is from the same root. Istaslim, salaman, salamu. Many words coming from this same root. But what is this Islam? It's the noun from a verb. The verb is aslama. Aslama is coming from 3 letters في اللغة العربية in the Arabic language. Sin, lam, mim. And from those 3 come so many hundreds of words, and they're all beautiful. They all have big meaning. But this one word, aslama, in English, you don't have it. You have to have a compound structure to make it. Let me share with you a little of that. The principles, the basis of Islam is coming from aslama, and listen to this. The first part of it is surrender. If you don't want to surrender, just walk on. You're not, okay, you're not with us, okay? You don't want to surrender to Almighty God. And the Christians who know this, especially the down-home folks, they know, they've heard sweet surrender. We all sang it 1,000,000 times, right?
Exactly.
So sweet surrender, that real surrender, though, when you turn everything over to the Lord. You totally and completely say, you know what, I'm giving it all over to the Lord. Second is submission. You submit to the terms, conditions of Almighty God. Third is obedience, to obey the commandments of God. Now check this one out. Here we go. This is a big one. Sincerity.